Hey everybody! It's great to see you all. Hope everyone is having a nice Sunday. Hey Movies XP, hey Sumtoy Channel, DRN Makes, and Chunky. Oh, I see my my VTuber isn't working. There we go. That's better. Okay, well, I'm glad you could all join me today. Hey Not Not. Time to start stream hopping from Voxy Stream and Jay's. Yeah. Okay, so well, I had no idea Jay would be streaming today. So that's okay if you'd rather go watch her stream, that'll be fine. Either way, let's get some GBG going on. We're gonna continue working on Project Goose. So Chunky is asking what is Project Goose. That's a good question. If you've been missing the last couple of streams, it is my new GBG project. It's basically my attempt at recreating Duck Hunt, the NES classic, in Game Boy Garage. Allow me to put some music on before we get started. It's loud, sorry. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get into pre-programming mode. And we'll start with Project Goose. So, just as a recap, this is... Oh. Wait. Something's wrong. This shouldn't be showing. Should be right. Okay, so this is what we have this is what we had finished doing last time. So we have a UFO, which is going to be the bird we're going to shoot. We have this hippo, which is going to stand in for the dog. And we have, you know, basically a little system going on where the UFO can bounce around the screen until it either flies away or it gets shot. There's also an ammunition system like this, so if I empty my clip, the bird will just fly away as well, so just like in the game. And now we're ready to continue. Movies XP says it's my channel's 4th anniversary today. Well, happy anniversary to the channel. Okay, so how's everybody doing, by the way? So, for today, I think we are gonna be working on, I guess a proper, like, progression system. Hey, Gumby! Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the stream. So, right now, you know, when we... Like, right now the game will just continue playing on indefinitely, which is fine enough, but I do want to add at least some kind of game over system. Because right now, even if I just keep missing, it doesn't really do anything. I'll be able to play. So we need to change that. So the way it works in the original game, it's pretty simple. For each round, what is that GBG title? What do you mean, DRN Makes? Chunky asks, what if after you get all the mechanics done, you could use the extra tool to import the sprite from the NES games? That is, yeah, that's something I'm gonna be doing. I won't be doing it on stream because I'm actually like running out of USB ports on my computer. So it would be a bit difficult to do it on stream, and not to mention pretty boring as well. So that's probably gonna be something that I'll keep at the very end. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, I was explaining how it worked in Duck Hunt. So it's basically a succession of rounds, and for each round there are 10 ducks which will spawn, and the objective is to manage to land a hit on a certain amount of ducks before you can progress onto the next round. And if you don't, well, it's game over and the game ends right there. So that is something we're gonna try and do. As you can see here, I already have a little counter that, well, counts how many ducks have successfully spawned. Or, so if I go in and play, you'll see that right now it's at 10, and if I let the duck fly away, or if I shoot it, the counter will decrease. What's the plan for this dev stream? Asks Not. As I've just explained, I'm gonna try and implement the a round system. So counting how many ducks have been spawned, how many ducks have been hit, and how many ducks have managed to fly away, and that way I can keep track of that kind of ratio, and if it is enough to progress to the next round, we'll be able to do that. Otherwise, we will be able to stop the game and trigger a game over. Yes, the RN makes, I do play Minecraft. I don't play it much anymore, but yeah, I've been playing Minecraft for a very long time. Kind of waiting for the next update to get back into it. And yeah, I do like the Minecraft OST a lot. I think it's very good. So, alright, let's think for a second. So I'm probably gonna need a counter to keep track of which round we are in currently. So I'm gonna make that. We'll also need to count how many ducks have been hit and how many ducks have blown away. Yeah, we'll probably just need a bunch of counters altogether, so... what do you use to make your VTuber? I'm using a free program called VedoTube, so that's VEADO Tube. It's not very difficult to set up. You just have to make a bunch of drawings, basically, of your character, and the program will just switch between them when it detects you're talking. So very easy, very convenient, and I think it looks pretty cute. So yeah, I don't really need anything else. I don't have a webcam, so I can't really do the more advanced VTubers, but that's fine with me. Okay. So, we have a bunch of spaghetti here, but I do know that one of them is one of these timers. So these two timers will trigger a respawn. So one of them will be when the duck flies away, and one of them will be when the duck is hit. So okay, this one is hit. Might be a good idea to put a comment here. I think I've said last stream that I would be cleaning up this code, but I haven't really got a chance to, unfortunately. That's gonna make my job a bit more difficult. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's type in it. There we go. And this one will be miss. So at least we know where to look. I'll try to clean it up again. I know I've said that a couple of times already, but hopefully I can actually get it done this time. So what I want to do is, as I've said, I want to keep track of how many times I've hit, how many times I've missed. So let us plug this hit trigger. So what's happening is when my duck gets shot, it will turn on this flag. And so I can detect when it turns on with this trigger from 0 node on. and I'm gonna use that to trigger a count. So let's say this one will be our hit counter, so we'll quickly change it to unchained from 0. I'm not gonna worry about the mode right now, I don't think it's necessary. By the way, can you tell me what's up with your GBG title? What does it look odd? I'm not sure like what you mean by that. If you could explain, that would be great. Hey Dom, good to see you, good to have you here. Hope you're well. Okay, let's count our misses as well. And we'll also change it to unchained from 0. Now, those blocks, I put them there to debug our motion system, so the numbers will change depending on the current trajectory of our UFO. But I know it's working now, so I don't really need those anymore. So I'm just gonna disconnect these. I'll keep the kind of timer for now, but right now I just want to get my I want to be able to see my counters basically, so I'll just quickly change these, and I will just plug this one and this one. So now we should be able to keep track of our hits. So if I shoot, the blue counter went up, and if I just wait and miss, the red counter will count up instead. So that's a good way of keeping track of what's happening. So now this third counter here, that's gonna count the current round we are in. So I'm thinking let's see here. So I'm thinking this one will be... Well, we'll also need to keep track of how many ducks there are actually, so I need to make another counter. Okay, so hits, misses, this one will count our ducks, and this one will count our round. And the relationship between those two, it's pretty simple. So there are 10 ducks per round, so whenever this counter hits 10, or we need to reset it back to 0 and count this by 1. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll do a loop counter like so, or perhaps maybe a range would be better. Alright. This Minecraft track is so soothing. Yeah, I really like what this new composer is doing with the Minecraft soundtrack. It's really nice. Okay. So we'll do a quick comparison. Like so. And we'll check when it hits 10. There we go. Trigger from 0. We'll use it to reset the counter and count up this counter right here. So it should be good to go. And now we, of course, need to count up our ducks. Currently, I'm just gonna have it count up. Oh, I see what you mean now. Okay, let me just go back. You mean this title screen, right? Yeah, so it's basically a little like bonus thing. I guess technically it's kind of a spoiler alert. That's fine, sorry. So if you finish all the interactive lessons, all the extra checkpoints, and you read through all of the Alice's Guides lesson, you will actually unlock this kind of a fancy title screen right here. So it's kind of a completion bonus, basically, which is a neat touch. Okay, let's go back into the game. Yes, I did see Playful's new video. I also posted it on the Video Dojo Discord, as a matter of fact. I really like the joyster. I wish they provided like blueprints instead of having to buy it from their shop. I mean, I'm sure they deserve all of the revenue they can make. I just wish they kind of provided blueprint. I might be wrong. I haven't looked that much into it, but if they do provide blueprints you can print at home, that's actually really nice. And I do want to check out the games they've made, especially the kind of desk lamp one, because I've been meaning to try and recreate the Labo elephant in GBG, and it looks like their thing would be very useful. Okay, so back to our counter. For now, I want to have it count up one time when we start the game. When I will add a proper like title screen, I will be changing that. Let's see here. I'm also gonna counting. Okay, where am I doing this? Hey Dallas. Oh, kind of lost my train of thought there. What was I thinking? So when this counts, we should reset this, but I do need a way to count up once again when the duck actually spawns. I think that should be handled by this right here, this counter, which is kind of like the cooldown between multiple ducks. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Count up and count up. I will probably need to change this at some point because I want to kind of change the timing on the kind of dog, like when the dog appears, because right now it is a bit short. Might need to zoom in a little. Okay, hit into count up. So now I can just I'll just use this one for the rounds. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. So, oh, forgot I didn't plug this one in. We're debugging. Okay, so we have duck number 1. We have duck number 2. I'll just keep shooting right now. Duck number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and oh, okay, so that was a bit strange actually. Let's try this again real quick. Right, yeah, I know what's going on. I shouldn't be comparing it to 10, but rather 11, because it will actually trigger the round change on duck number 10, but I don't really want that. So I'm gonna have to change it again. I'm gonna change it to 11. That way it will actually count for 10 ducks and then switch to the next round instead of counting up to 9 ducks. So again, I'll just real quickly. The perks of having the kind of spawn box visible is that I can just wait and land a hit every time. So that's just kind of a little cheat, accidental cheat. Alright, so it did work, but it didn't count this one up, so I guess I'll just have to use a timer, I suppose. So I'll just make it very short. and do that. And actually, let's just make the threshold a bit lower. That way, we can just test it more quickly. So now it will change rounds after the third duck. So now it should be, yeah, it went back to 1, which is great. And as you can see, this counter went up as well, so that means our round system is working, which went a lot easier than expected. However, that's not all we need to do, because right now it will just count the number of ducks. So even if we let them all fly away, it will still bring us to the next round. So we actually need to change this. We need to add some code to check whether we have landed enough hits. Oh. Let's go in chat. Are you going to make the textures for the character in the foreground? Not on this stream. That's something I'm keeping for the end. Because the process is going to involve using the Arduino setup. And that's really no fun to watch. So that's something I'm going to do off stream at the end of the programming process. I'm not sure if I want to just use the NES sprites or make some new ones. If I do make some new ones, I will stream that process. Otherwise, that's just something that'll happen completely off stream. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking for the round system. I'm actually gonna have it like start at 1 because it makes more sense, because we can actually see the numbers. Hey Rans, great to have you here. Hope you're well. Okay, so let us do some comparisons again, because I want to work on kind of the required number of hits. Actually, I might just use a kind of marker system for this, because it might be nice to have it visualized. So again, our friend the move marker will help us. And let's see, I'm not quite sure how it is kind of how the goal system is implemented in Duck Hunt, like how many ducks you have to hit with each round. I know the first round is like 6 ducks or something, and then it goes up until a certain level, at which point you have to hit all the ducks. So I'm gonna try and implement that. The music is a little extreme. Do you mean it's too loud, or is it just kind of too quick? If it is loud, I can just turn it down some. By the way, do you think you and or the chat think that GBG will have an update, asks DRN Makes? I don't think GBG will get an update. I think Nintendo just doesn't plan on doing much with GBG. It's kind of I see it as a filler title, just something to keep people waiting for the more high-budget games. But if they were to make an update, there are a few things I would like to see. Mostly a better texture editor, like having more features. Because I've been playing WarioWare DIY again last night, and it's just crazy how much more powerful the graphics editor is in this DS game that released like over 10 years ago compared to this game on Switch from last year. It's just a shame. I guess we also like a couple of more random stuff, like maybe the ability to import bits of code or even textures from other games. That could be fun. A way to be able to change the field of view of the camera on the fly. Just random things like that, really. Okay, let's go ahead and make our map node on setup. So apparently, it looks like the duck hunt progression is fairly straightforward. So I think it goes up by 1 required duck every 5 rounds. So you start at 6 on round 1. Once you go past round 5, it goes up to 7 ducks, then 8, then 9, then 10, which is all ducks. At least I think that's the way it goes. So I'm gonna try doing that. So that is 5 steps, so I'm gonna make my marker 5 squares. Music volume is louder than the other tracks. I think the track is almost over, so unfortunately I just kind of picked random tracks from YouTube, so the volume will be a bit all over the place. I'm just gonna skip it. Yeah, that might be better. Okay. So we'll take our counter and turn it into a map node on, and we want to turn the 1 to 20 range into a 0 to 1 range. However, if I go and add just a little test button to count up the rounds, you'll see that the marker will just kind of move very steadily, which I do not want. I kind of want it to snap to this grid we have here, and the easiest way to do that is with a digitize node on. So this divides the kind of because if you go into the map and you look at the calculation results, you can see we have lots of decimal numbers, which we don't really want. Instead, we want some neat progression, and that's what digitizers do. So if we use, with its default setting of 2, it's very linear, so once it gets past the midpoint, it will just snap straight to the other end. Instead, we want 5 steps, so we'll change the number of stages, and now, as you can see, as I count up, it is actually moving neatly along our grid. We can actually show the numbers here, so look at the counter number. Okay, so it is a bit strange. Maybe if I just change it to 0 instead, it will behave a bit better. No, that's actually worse. Um, 10. Huh. I might actually be on the wrong track here. Because ideally, you know what? Let's try something else for a second. Can you explain the digitizer in more detail, please? I sure can try. Let's bring up a texture node on for some explaining. What is the name of the New Horizon music in French? That's the first rip I found. That's fine. I don't think it's much of a problem. So digitize node on. The way it works is it kind of takes a kind of granular like decimal number, and it turns into, well, what's called portions. It's basically like a math operation called flooring or rounding. So if you imagine we have a range between 0 and 1, well, by default, there can be literally anything between those. So we can have 0.5, but we can have also very small things like, let's say, 0.002, for example. So very small numbers, and having this precision can be good, but sometimes you want to keep it simple, and that's what digitize does. So you set in a number of steps, and what it does is it will kind of force the number to be in one of these steps. So if we have a step number of 2, step 1 is going to be this one. Ooh. Step 1 is going to be this one, and step 2 is going to be this one. So if a number lands here, because it's closer to this step, it will be forced to go into this step. So even though technically we have 0.25, the digitized node on will turn it into 0, because that's where this first stage lands. But if we have a number that's above 0.5, so let's say 0.6, now it's closer to this step, so the digitized node on will snap it to this step, and it will output 1. And we can actually change the number of steps. So for example, if we had if we had 3 steps, then we'll get 0, 0.5, or 1. And that's super useful. So, you know, it's basically the same thing, but for example here, 0.6 would be snapped to 0.5 instead, because it's closer to that step. And that way you can basically turn a very precise number into less precise numbers, which in the case of markers might be something you want, but it really depends on what you are using it for. But yeah, that's basically how the digitized node on works. And so what it's doing here is it's taking that 0 to 1 output, and it's turning it into 5 discrete steps. And that's what we could see here. So if I unplug this and just plug it straight into the map, you can see as I count up, it is moving very gradually, so it's not quite landing on those grid marks here. But if I use the digitize node on, well, now it will land exactly on those grid marks, and you can see there are 5 different steps. Well, I'm glad I could explain it correctly. I'm glad it could help. However, I do have a little issue that I need to work out, which is why isn't my numbers aligning properly? So I'll bring up another texture node on to explain what I want. So what I want to do is on, oops, that's a bit too thick. On stage 1 through 5, I want the number of required hits to be 6. Then on round 6 to 10, I want that number to become 7. And then on 11 to 15, I want it to be 8. That's not right. Oh. Okay. I got the wrong thing. I got it wrong, sorry. I'm getting a bit lost in my thoughts here. That should be 1 to 4 instead. Excuse me. So 1 to 4, that's 6 required ducks. 5 through 8, that's 7 required ducks. 9 through 12, that's 8 required ducks. 13 to 16, that's 9 required ducks. And 16 to 20, it should be 10. The music is still loud. Okay, let me just go and change that. Yeah, local time. Ooh. I'm just gonna turn it up even more. There we go. Should hopefully be a bit better now. Okay. But now that I look at this, I realize I might have just expected the incorrect number, so let's... Oh no, it's still... it's still behaving a bit weird, so... It should snap to the next grid when I reach 5, but here it does it when I reach 3. That is the most beautiful 10 I've ever seen. I know, right? That's great artistic skills right here. So there is something going wrong, but I'm not quite sure what it is. What might be happening? Let's try something else. Okay, bear with me for a second, I'm just trying something out. Let's see if it works. Oh, nope. Still gonna digitize it some more. Yeah, no, that did absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'm not sure why it is doing that. Maybe if I go back to 1 and 20? Not quite. That is odd. Okay, what might be happening there? You know what? I might just go and go with something different, because I'm not really sure why is it behaving that weirdly. Like, it's not really making sense why it switches at 4, then at 9, then 13, then 18. Doesn't make sense to me. So instead I'm just gonna do some comparisons. So it's gonna be a bit messier, but I can't think of another way of doing it. So we'll just do it like that. So once it's more than 4, so when it's 5 and above, it will output. So we can keep track of that with a counter. We'll make it go from 6 to 10. And now if I need to change the count timing to on-chain from 0. So now when I count and it goes above 5, now this counter has counted up to 7, which is actually what I wanted this whole time. And I guess I'll just have to do that a bunch of times. So this time we'll compare it to 12. And again, we count up. We'll duplicate. By the way, is this your playlist? It's great. Yeah, it is my playlist. I actually kind of built it the day before I made my first stream. Okay, so that should be it. So this one will be 16 or 15, sorry. Well, actually, man, this is doing my head in, actually. Might be 3, 11, 15, and 19. Oh. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Is the location sensor replacement of the constant node on still applicable to a situation like this? Definitely. That is something to think about. I will need trigger from zeros here, because I'm kind of locking down my inputs, because these comparison neutrons will input constantly, and if there's a constant input into a counter, it will just refuse to listen to any new inputs, so that's gonna add to the neutron count until I can find a more efficient way of doing it. And there are no like downsides to using a location sensor as a more compact way of storing 3 numbers. It's just kind of harder to organize your code visually. Don't worry about typos your makes, that's totally okay. I mean, English isn't my native language, so I can relate. Okay, so I'm just gonna watch my 2 counters. So round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I might have missed something here. Yeah, I did miss one comparison. I went from 3 straight to 11. Should be 7 instead, then 11. Then 15. And we'll do it one last time for 19. So now on thanks for the compliment, Renz. I've had a lot of time to practice, but I do still find myself being self-conscious, especially when I'm streaming like this. But I'm glad I can at least be understandable, essentially. Okay, so little test run. So round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. So I push the button 3 times. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And something went wrong again. Okay, you know what? This is actually being a bit frustrating, so I'm just gonna delete that and do it from scratch again, because I need some time to kind of gather my thoughts and figure out how this counting system works, because it's kind of confusing my brain right now. How did you make the now playing thing? So I'm using a program called Fubar 3000, which is an audio player, basically. And it has a pretty cool extension system, so you can install plugins and stuff. And so I installed 2 of them. One to import a playlist from YouTube, so I put the link to my playlist into the program, and it's basically taking all those titles and it's playing them from the app instead of playing them on YouTube. And I can use another plugin, which is just called Now Playing, which just takes the current title, puts it on a text file somewhere on my computer, and using OBS I can read from that text file and just display it on stream. So feels pretty magical, but it's pretty cool. Bye, Aren. I hope you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, let's do some incredible texture art again, because I need to write down some stuff. So let's see here. I think my logic was sound at first when I first typed this, so 1 to 4. That's 6 ducks. 5 to 8. 7 ducks. And 9 to 12. 8. So far so good. 13 to 16. 9. And 17 to 20 is... Well, no. Actually, no. That's not how it's supposed to go. Yeah, okay. And I'm really bad with numbers today. Yeah, that's basically ad-free listening, I'm pretty sure. I think that's a way to kind of cheese the YouTube thing. And you get to actually get some professional-looking, now-playing widget as well. Okay. So I think I just got it all wrong, like this progression system. I want the 10 required ducks to start at 20 onwards. So I've just got it all wrong this whole time. So when is it going to be 6? So if 20 should be 10, that means 19 will be 9. Let's not go crazy. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't be the same if without the cropped browser tab. Man, I'm really not performing well today. It's hard to speak, it's hard to think. It is going to be an interesting stream today. I'm very sorry, everyone. My brain is kind of shutting up right now. That's fine. If someone who's good at numbers could help me out, that would be amazing, actually. So if 19 is 9, then what would be this other range? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm sure it's like incredibly simple, but I legitimately can't just think. My brain cells are begging for some mercy. I guess my concern is dividing a range of 1 to 19 in 4. Because like that's actually not quite doable. Like that's not something you can divide by 4. So maybe if we go 1 to 5 perhaps, and then 6 to 10. Yeah, but it's basically gonna cause a problem. Interesting. Very interesting. It might just be that the progression inductant isn't that kind of neat, like neatly divided into 4. I need to do some research there. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, it's really not that complex. I don't think dividing a range into 4 steps should be that difficult. I'm not sure why it is, but yeah, that's just how it is, I guess. Yeah, the music is refitting right now. So I'm looking at a strategy guide for a duck hunt right now. Aha, okay, so here's what's going on. It turns out the number of ducks is actually not a nice linear scale. I should have looked it up. So apparently, round 1 to 10 is 6, round 11 through 12 is 7, 13 to 14, 8, 15 through 19, 9, and then 20 and beyond is 10. So, unfortunately, that's not gonna be something I can, well, it might be something I can neatly do with, our good friends, the markers. So let me try it out. So, I'm gonna do a range of 0 to 20, or rather 1 to 20. And now I want to make a marker setup that I can divide into 20 steps. So let's do a move marker. I'm gonna make it smaller, and I'm just gonna have it be 20 small squares long. So should be 10 large squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, first try. Nice. So now if I just use my button to count up, it should just be neatly moving along the grid squares. 20. Okay, good. That's exactly what I want, which is awesome. Now I can just put a bunch of bullseyes where I need them. Gonna make it in digital, change the range so that it doesn't count as outputting when it's not hovering anything. And now I can just stretch it. So 1 through 10. So that means this whole like first half is gonna be covered by a bullseye. And then I can just make smaller ranges. So 11 through 12, so that's 2. 13 through 15, so that's again 2. And then 15 through 19, that's gonna be oh wait, not first try. Oh, it got misaligned. Oops, that's fine. So that's 15 through 19, and then one last bullseye here. That's R20. So if we try this out, maybe make this bigger so I can see the number. So 10, and then 11, 12, then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great, and if I go past 20, it will just stay at the end. So that's our kind of weird looking duck, well, required ducks. Okay, glad I got this working in the end. It took me a while. So now I can just use map node-ons to convert the output of these bullseye, because right now the bullseyes, they will just output either 0 or 1 in this setup. And obviously I actually want a number there, so yeah, I was gonna use maps, so I'm gonna convert the 0-1 range to a 0-6 range. That way, while this marker is being triggered, well, this bullseye is being triggered, it will output 1, and I will turn that 1 into a 6, and that will be the number I want to compare my number of shots to. See you, Rens. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. So let's do the same here with 7, then 8, 9, this one, and finally 10. Like so. And now we just need to go back to this one, this little system right here, because as I've said earlier, this is not taking into consideration any hits, it's just strictly counting how many ducks have spawned. So I need to add a condition. And my condition will be... if the number of ducks that spawned is equals to 11, so if we went past 10, we need to add another part, which is an AND. So if this counter reaches 11 and our number of hits is more or equal to the appropriate map, then we can actually go on to the next round. How did you get Fubar to show this now playing thing? It's not something Fubar does. So Fubar, it's just a music player. It's like VLC, it's like Spotify, except it's just like a bunch of either a playlist online or just a playlist of your own music files on your computer. And there's a plugin that will look at what Fubar is playing currently. It will take the title and it will write it into a text file somewhere on my computer, and then I can tell OBS to display whatever is inside that text file. And when Fubar will start playing the next track, the plugin will automatically change the text inside the file, and that will update it on OBS as well. Okay. We'll use a wormhole to make stuff a bit cleaner. Let's see, which wormholes am I using? I'm using XY currently. I don't think I'm using H as well. I think that's gonna trigger that's for hover. So I can't use H for hits. Don't know what number to use. I think I'll just go K for kill. And I'll just plug all of these into K. So now K will either output 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, depending on which stage we're on. And we can use that in this part of the code right here. So let's go ahead and do that. So when this condition is true, so when this counter, which is 11, that's our signal to check whether we are actually eligible to go to the next round. So I will move that over here. And I will unplug that because I don't actually want to count up now. And I will just do an AND. And I will do a comparison between I'll do a comparison between my hit counter here and the letter K, or K wormhole. And I will send the result into the end. And now, if that condition is true and this condition is true, we can actually move on to the next round. So let's go ahead and give it a try right now. So I'm actually going to display K on screen as well, just so you can have a good idea of what's going on. So let us display... Oh, didn't mean to do that. No. Come on. There we go. Okay. So now K is 6, and I can just shoot, and I will go for a perfect run, so I'll just keep on shooting. Five, 6, and now I think I should be able to go to the next round. So I'll just empty my clip each time to force the bird to fly away. And now we went to round number 2, which is great. But if I were to just go for a very bad run, so not landing a single hit, so I'll just do that a bunch of times. This counter should not be updating when you reach the 10 mark, so let's do that one last time. Yeah, so as you can see, it's actually not updating this, so we know it's working. Everyone, will you make the speed go faster? Yes, it will go faster. Again, not sure how it works in Duck Hunt. Probably just go for kind of a linear curve. Should be good enough. Okay, so our condition is working. And I guess we can have another condition, so just so we can like maybe play a game over sound. So if this is true, but this is not, then we can play a sound effect. Just a little defeat jingle. Yeah, that's a fingle. Yeah, I know how to English today. We also need to prevent ducks from spawning. What is controlling the spawning of the ducks, though? That's whatever goes into G, and a couple of things go into G. Those two timers. So I guess we'll have to use a flag. So we'll just keep the flag on at the start of the game because we want the ducks to spawn all the time, except when this is happening. So this should turn on off the flag, and it should prevent any ducks from flying so long as we actually use it. So I'm just gonna be multiplying the inputs from the timers, which kind of reset the game. We'll multiply them by this flag, and then plug it into the teleport neuron. And again. Oh, okay, that's fine. There we go. Now we can plug them back in. Seems like now playing is a tor.jz file. Yeah, that's because it is compressed. Inside of it is a DLL file, so should be able to extract it. Okay, so that should be good. We should be good to go. Let's see. Let's do another test run. So again, oh, I'm just gonna. I'll just keep spamming the shoot button so I can get this over with. All right. Okay, so it did still spawn a duck at the very end, which is not what I want. Okay, let's review this. So the flag is turned off at the moment this is triggered, so that means I might have to delay some things. Yeah, I guess I'll have to delay some stuff. That's fine. We can worry about that later. But now we should have our very basic system going for checking for a game over and stuff. I guess we didn't actually need to keep track of the misses though. Because all we need to do is worry about the hits. So I think our misses counter will just disappear. We don't need that no more. Okay. So now I think I'm gonna try and work on fixing some timing issues. Because obviously, like, the... Oh. Hold on. Why is it turning off? Did I break something? Oh, completely forgot to plug in the flag here. Okay, it's working again. So yeah, I'm not quite happy with how the timing is looking, so I don't want the dog, well, the hippo, to appear while the UFO is still in the air. So I need to change that. So we have a flag that detects when, that tells us when our duck is hit. So I'm guessing I can combine it with an and detect when our flag is on, and this is detected, and we can use that to actually, like, trigger the timer. So let's have a trigger from 0 into our input, and now if we wait for the duck to go all the way up and shoot, let's see here, what is... Oh, it's this guy right here, so I'm just gonna unplug this and use this one instead. So now, if we shoot... Oh, not quite. Why? What's going on here? Oh. Okay. I'll just use this one for now. Might have just unplugged the wrong thing. Okay, so now it's actually just gonna make the hippo appear only after my UFO has actually hit the ground. I can maybe add some sound effect to make it more obvious what's going on, so let's see here. This one sounds nice. Nice little thud sound. Let's shoot, and... Okay, cool. Now I can maybe adjust the timing on here. Maybe 1 second, and output for 2 seconds, and we'll change this timer up here to 3 seconds. So instead of just having 2 seconds of cooldown, it's 3 seconds instead. So let's give it a try and see how it sounds. Yeah. Sure. That looks okay. Maybe you can play a little sound, a little jingle. Yeah, that works. So we shoot, and nice. So just gonna keep on doing that. Okay, so it's starting to be a little closer to what we want. Man, it's some very nice music. I'm gonna duplicate that timer because I want to keep this separate. It is going to behave the same, so I'll just plug it here. However, now I can plug it into this miss counter right here. And similarly to what I did with this setup, I kind of want to change that a little bit. So instead of plugging the trigger straight into the timer, I want to wait for the duck to actually fly away before we can trigger the respawn timer. I'm also going to change to 3 seconds, just like I did with the other one. And so I can add more noodles to my code. So when when the miss event is triggered and the UFO reaches the top of the screen, I can actually start this respawn timer, and I can also trigger my hippo timer, and I can use it to play kind of mocking sound. So yeah, that's, or maybe let's do something laughing baby, maybe. Yeah, with kind of low pitched laughing baby just for now. Yeah. That's terrifying. Oh. It didn't work. Might not be what I was looking to do. Yeah. Okay, I know what I did wrong. I wasn't supposed to use the trigger from 0, I was supposed to use the output from the flag. Okay. So now we have actually like better timings, which are more in line with what the duck is actually doing on screen. So that's pretty good. Where's that laughing duck? Right now it's a hippo. Because obviously I didn't want to make some odds right now. My favorite node-on are puzzle clear, play sound, comparison, stick if touch, and more. I like all the node-on. I don't think I have a favorite. I do use the map node-on a lot, but I don't know if I would call it a favorite. Okay. I guess we can try and add a title screen now. Let's see. So title screen, I think it will be pretty simple, just like a title card in the middle of the screen and a prompt to push a button. So let's do that. Let's do some amazing programmer art. Yeah, let's just do... It's too close to the middle. Yeah, let's do it like that. Project Goose. Yay. And we'll just have a res ZR. Yeah. That's some epic art. Can we just stick it there? Yeah! That's some good art. Picasso would be proud. Hey, Leafy Bell. Let's see here. Oh. Sorry, couldn't answer your message. I was busy streaming. So my girlfriend is watching me now. I'm very nervous. Don't want to act too stupid. Let's see if I can get my brain back into working order. So I don't make a fool of myself. Okay, so I want to completely disable the spawn flag, so I'm just gonna get rid of that now. Get rid of this, and I'll just press. Okay, so this ZR is doing a lot of work, and I think I'll need to use this flag I've created again. So let's do some more multiplication. This one is going to be I probably need to plug it before I do anything else, so okay, I think it's going here, and it is going. Where is it going? Is it going inside this one? I really hope so. Yeah. Okay. So that's good. So now I can just get rid of those connections because I don't need them anymore. Oh. And multiply this. Yeah. Okay. And we'll just use this to turn on the flag. So now it shouldn't do. Oh, never mind then. What's going on? Oh, I see. Should go away. Thank you for the kind words. I don't see myself as much of a legend. I think there are many more legendary creators out there. I really like this track. So I'm gonna replace all of my on-start node on with this flag being triggered. So, okay, it's triggering this flag, so I need to turn it on with this. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And oh no. This is it's getting difficult to look at. Oh, far away. So this, yes. this one is going into the flag on, I believe. Yep, all good. And this one into the random node on. Okay. Random. And we can remove it. And now we've successfully eliminated all of our onslaught. So now the game will only start when we tell it to. Where's the UFO? Where is the UFO? What did I broke something. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think I forgot to plug this into the teleport. Yeah, okay. Hey, nice. So now we can start playing now. We have a bit of a nice little temporary title screen. And now it's only gonna start when we tell it to. I guess technically we should have a little cutscene. So maybe I can play a little jingle before I trigger this. So let's maybe do that. And I'm just gonna slow it down a bunch. Just to pretend it's actually from the account and not just a random GBG jingle. Let's see. That'll do. I guess it works. Okay. So now, trigger from 0. Because we want to wait until that has finished playing, so we'll use another timer. And we'll use another flag. Okay, so now what's happening is I guess I should be turning this one off now. Yeah, I think I'll need to change a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, okay. So what I did is, instead of using this flag, I'm gonna use this flag instead. So this first flag is only gonna tell it to play, well, it's only gonna tell whenever we actually press the button to start the game. And this one is actually going to control whether the game has actually started. Okay, I need to plug it into here, I believe. Yes. My now plugin was not a PI file. Sorry, Movie XP. Okay, let's see if this is working as intended. That works. Maybe 4 seconds. What? Excuse me. Okay. Something weird is happening. What's going on? What just happened there? Oh. Oh no. What do I do? No, that's not right. Okay, I think... Okay, that was fixed. Yeah, okay, I just plugged the flag into the wrong part of the multiply. So it was causing some issues. But now it's working. We have a title screen, we have the basis for a little cutscene. What else could we do now? I guess we could start work on the speed multiplier. Because the thing about Duck Hunt is the ducks will actually be flying faster as we progress on. So we have this whole like light system in place. So the way I built it means we can expand on it pretty easily. So we just need to disconnect these and put another multiplier in its place. And in those missing ports, we just add some kind of global speed multiplier, essentially. So I'm gonna go with S for speed. And so if I were to just start the game, right now it's at 0, because there's nothing inside that S wormhole, so it just wouldn't be moving anymore. But if I go ahead and let's see here, we'll make a counter and we can just have it be on a range. Maybe we can just have kind of no limit. We'll convert it. So maybe we'll just do 8 for now. Actually, I don't need this counter at all. I can just use the round counter. So round counter, it's this one, and oh, I'm just gonna plug it here. And I will send the result into the S wormhole. And I want to change that real quick to be 1. So now, if I start the game, yeah, okay, so as you can see, my duck is actually flying faster now. Well, my UFO is flying faster because I increased this value right here. I still have a little shortcut so I can press L to increase that value. So if I just let it run normally, right now it's on round 1, so it's flying at a normal speed, but if I just increase, my UFO is gonna fly faster. So that's pretty much what I want. Now, the thing is, I'm limited to how fast I can make it go, because the UFO will only accept inputs between 0 or -2 and 2. So at most I can just have it fly twice as fast, but that's not fast enough. So a way to kind of cheat it will be to take the UFO, and we can change its horizontal and vertical speeds, and I believe the maximum is like, yeah, we can just have 2. And so now if we go back to our game, we can see now our UFO is flying pretty fast, and I can make it fly even faster. So now it is going very fast. So fast that it's actually like bouncing that's gonna be a problem. So it's actually like going so fast it's going out of bounds, which is definitely a problem. Because that would just break the entire game. Yeah, okay. Not sure how I could change that actually. Because it's supposed to be changing the directions instantaneously. Let's just check our flags again. So, if you remember from last stream, we have our two little flags here which control the horizontal and vertical mirror. So we can, so the way it works is when the UFO hits those walls, it will just mirror the current speed. So instead of, so if it hits this wall, that means it's going to the right, but as soon as it will hit it, it will switch and it will go to the left instead. So that's what those counters are doing. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so I'm guessing this is just an issue that has to do with momentum. So I'm guessing the speed change is not like instant, so it has some time to kind of bounce out of the edges. But I'm not sure if that's something I can actually fix or not, which might be a problem. Me and Troops are making car games now. Cool. Can't wait to see those. Turning speed. Oh, maybe if I set the turning speed to 1, that might fix it. Let's see. No, it's not really like fixing the momentum issue. I'm not actually sure like how I could account for that. Like how to prevent it from going out of bounds. I guess it's not too bad. I mean, it's... Oh, yeah, it's very challenging now. Let's see, okay. Hey, nice. Oh. I guess I can play this game. So it's, I haven't seen it go out of bounds now, so maybe it was just like something that won't happen too often, not something to worry about for now. That's fine with me. But the base speeds, it's definitely too fast. So if I just stop messing with this, what? What are you doing? Why did you just leave? You can't leave. Why are you leaving? You are not supposed to. That's gonna be a problem. I think I might need to just use Wild Touched, and hopefully that should solve my issue. Possibly. I'll just quickly change this. So this way it will just keep outputting 1. So maybe it will be less likely to trigger a new touch. I don't know. I hope so. Oh. So it's not like... okay. I guess that kind of fixed the rubber banding issue that I had, but... yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It looks like it's getting a bit confused and it's just leaving. Maybe if I use a trigger from 0, perhaps? Oh, that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. Wait, am I even plugging it into the correct? Yeah, okay. Alright. Now I just need to do the same for those. So... Doop doop doop. Yeah. Count up and... count up. Let's see if that fixes anything. So far, so good. Oh. Nah, it's still flying away. Oh no. Maybe I need to make these bigger. That might just solve the issue for now. Okay, let's see if that fixes anything. Nope. Oh, what did I do? Man, this is annoying. Because I'm not sure why it's doing that. I don't think it's supposed to, at least. Because like what's happening is it's basically changing the horizontal flag a bunch of times, even though it's not supposed to. Guessing I didn't need those. Yeah, that's really odd. Yeah, so you might have been able to see it. It kind of twitches. Right, so as it hits, it goes back and forth a couple of times. And I'm not sure why it's doing that. I know it's not supposed to. Definitely, definitely strange. I don't think making not solid will fix anything, but I just wanted to make it green, but... yeah, I really don't know why it's saying that. So that's... yeah. That will definitely break a lot of things. And this is this is tough. This is really tough. I feel like I'm kind of stuck because of this. I wonder if it's gonna be a problem at lower speeds, so let's try this. Maybe 0.5. Whoa. That actually made it worse. So it's really not liking was it the turning speed? If I set it to what it was before, is it gonna do the same? I guess so. So, what, do I have to, like, make it 0? Would that work? I guess we can try. Whoa. Bye, UFO. Dom says I might be wildly off the mark here, but reminds me a lot of the twitching I saw with the animation in Poltergeist. Disco helped me to solve it in the end. I didn't understand the solution. I have no idea what's happening here either. All I know is that I can't really fix it. So the issue is, if I set the turning speed to 0, it's kind of rubber banding. So it's kind of gonna sink into the touch sensor before it can actually get some momentum going. If I set it to 1, it will turn instantly, so there's no more of that kind of momentum issue. Well, yeah, it's still here now. What if I just bring these in a bit? Is that gonna help? I don't know. I sure hope. Because my poor little brain is kind of out of solutions right now. Let's hope. It's some scary robot Goose. Yeah, it's terrifying. Are you okay? Why are you doing that? Stop it. No. Please do not do that. Okay, so it is doing it consistently, which is worrying. Maybe I shouldn't have done all this stuff with the triggers. Okay, let's get rid of those. So horizontal switch. Wait. Hold on. Oh, never mind. What's this plug into? Oh, okay, this just changes the angle. Fine. Okay. Let's give this a try again. Count up and count up. It's still doing it. Oh no. It's doing the Goose 2022's hottest dance craze. Yeah, look at it go. Oh no. This is not good. This is very not good. What could I do? I'm just gonna try a bunch of stuff here because frankly I have no idea. what's happening, why it's behaving this weirdly. Like, I guess this is the usual GBG jank at work. Hey Chilupa. So it's coming along, certainly. I've implemented the round system. I've also implemented a counter for like how many hits you've landed, and I made it so that you could only go on to the next round if you have enough hits. If not, it triggers a game over. And I also added a very basic title screen, which I'm going to show you in a bit. But for now, I am kind of experiencing an issue with the bouncing of the UFO, because basically when it reaches along the edge, it's just gonna go back and forth between going left and right, and so it's just gonna not move at all, which is problematic. And I'm basically just trying a bunch of stuff to fix it because I just have no idea what's happening. And yeah, this cool epic title screen and start sequence. Okay, that it didn't do anything at all, and it just went straight off the stage. Oh, the GBG jank, my beloved. Okay. Now it's just not doing anything at all. Oh, of course. How could I forget? Okay, let's try again. Oh. Did I fix it? Hey, it's fixed. It's not doing the edge jank anymore. It's just bouncing now. All right. Well, I'm gonna increase the speed and hope it stops doing it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So far, so good. Hey, nice. So, I guess it's fixed now. It's still kind of going a bit too far off the edges of the screen for my liking, but that might be something I can fix later. I might just add actual walls, like straight up walls, and that might just stop the UFO, but yeah, we've got some speedy business. And that hippo laughing sound is what I hear in my sleep paralysis dreams. Yeah, it's terrifying, which is exactly why I've picked it. This is going better than I expected. So we managed to fix that kind of jankiness. You know what? Let's just build some walls. How many nodons do we have? Oh, we're pretty good. Cool. So I guess now I can just completely wall in my UFO. Gonna make it solid again. And I'll just make those invisible. I'll just keep them solid though. And I should be able to box in this silly goose. Oh, what did I do? My mouse kind of glitched out for a second. Okay, so my UFO containment unit is ready. Let's see if it works. Or maybe just, no. Of course not. I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe just these edges though? Oh, silly me. Bonk. Yeah, that seems to work pretty nicely. Dare I say, it's actually pretty good. Okay, let's see if I can manage to hit it. Oh. Hey. Come on. No. Oh. Nice. Ooh, I'm getting better at this. Oh. Oh no. I was doing so well. Yeah, I lost. Okay. Thank you, Moves XP. Really appreciate it. That's a low chance to replace Goose with Goose. I'm not familiar with Skyward Sword, unfortunately. Okay. That's pretty good if I say so myself. Let's see, what could we do now? So I've kind of improved this aspect. I've added speed. I guess we can add some scoring. So I'm just gonna remove these for now. Another thing I could add is the different types of ducks, because in Duck Hunt there are like 3 different duck colors, and they actually like change the speed. So there's like a black duck, which is kind of the base one, which doesn't score that many points and it moves the slowest. There's a blue duck, which is slightly faster and grants more points, and there's a red duck, which is the fastest and it gives the most points as well. So that might be something we can do. So let's add some art. So I guess we'll get some more programmer art. Okay, let's see. Let's try to draw a duck. This is going to be terrible. Brace yourselves. Oh, wrong color. Oh. It's pretty cute. So that's gonna be the kind of regular duck. I guess I could make the head green. Oh, and they need that kind of white color. And maybe... Nah, I'll just keep it like that. Okay, that's a pretty cute duck. Very off topic, feel free to ignore. I wonder if you had a chance to play any more freaky forms. Yeah, I'm actually having more fun playing freaky forms than I thought I would. And I'm basically making Video Dojo community members in it now. I've made a Choops for me, and I've made a Mr. O for me as well. And I do kind of find it fun to play as well. I haven't done much dungeon crawling, but instead I just, you know, play through the actual, like, the little timed world thingy where you can roam around and do some quests. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I do it mostly because I want to unlock more parts for formies. I'm putting way too much detail here. Okay, so we have... Hey, Kara, good to see you. Okay, let's make a copy. We'll make this one blue. Maybe a more visible shade of blue. Yeah. And we'll make this one red. A. The geese are lease. I need to change texture face to center. Or might be X center actually. Because the because it is moving slightly. And X center. Alright, Leafy Bell. I'll be wrapping up soon, so I'll talk to you later. Thanks for dropping by. It really makes me happy to see you here. The geese are lease is such a life-changing phrase. I think I've just come up with the perfect title for next week. How long is the leash on these geese? What a deal you get on these geese. So... Whoa. Okay, so I think I want to change the color at random. Whenever I'm spawning, so... Rare. Now, for this, I do want to go a bit more advanced than just, you know, 1 out of 3 chances of getting every duck. I do want to add a weighted randomness system. So what this means is I can assign a weight to each of these variants of ducks. And what it means is, for example, I could have it so that the black duck is more likely to spawn compared to the blue duck, which is itself more likely to spawn compared to the red duck. And so a way of doing that, it's gonna look like a bit like this, basically this system where I have a marker and I just make bullseyes of different sizes. So I'm thinking an output range of 10 should do it. Let's see here, we can make our marker display. Move. Wow. And again, we'll make it like 10 squares, so that is 5 big squares. Okay. And just a little map to turn it into a 0 to 1 range. Oh, I might make it 11 actually, like so. Okay, yeah, that's better. So now if let's say I'm just gonna use ZL to test it out. So now it's moving onto any of these 10 squares, which is what we want. So now I can just make another bullseye setup, so digital, big range, and let's see here. I think I'm gonna go maybe 6 squares for this one. 3 squares for this blue one, and 1 square for this one. So what this means is the black duck will spawn 6 times out of 10. The blue will spawn 3 times out of 10, and the red one only has 1 out of 10 chances to spawn. So it is a weighted randomness system. And now we just need to find what triggers the randomization. So it's those two right here. And this output, so I'll just need to do this. Just borrow the inputs. I believe I need to borrow this one as well. Or maybe not this one. Which one is it? We should take the Goose sprite outline and make a fitting character in that shape, like how Dom did the Pokédoms. Like a little Easter egg. Sounds fun. And here, so now, if we go back into this game with the terrifying jingles, hey, we got blessed by a blue duck. So yeah, the colors are now randomized. Let's see if we're gonna get a red duck. Come on, give us a red duck. I like how just completely... Hey, a red duck, there we go. Nice. So now we can confirm that it all works. And I'm gonna use it to determine speed, because another thing about those duck colors is that they affect the speed. So if we go back to our duck flight, we have our global speed multiplier, the global speed counter, if you will, and we can just do it again, except this time we'll multiply it by not a global multiplier but a local speed multiplier. So we'll go with L, or local, and now we can just basically do this again with the maps, but we'll just... Oh, come on. My mouse doesn't want to cooperate today. So this one will just be 1, so that's base speed. And then let's say this one will be 1.2. And this one will be 1.5, let's say. I might just go and fine-tune these values later. And I'll just send all of these into L, and hopefully we should be able to notice the speed change. You know, at this point in development, this is an Untitled Goose game. Yes, it is. So we have a black duck, it's flying at a moderate pace, but I don't know if you can notice, but the blue duck is flying a bit faster. And if we get lucky and get another red duck, it will fly even faster. So this is gonna make the game just a bit more challenging. Which is always interesting. Come on, give us a red duck. I want to be blessed by a red duck. Come on. I won't stop until I get a red duck. Oh yeah, and since the game is still progressing, it is also changing the global speed, so it's actually getting faster as we play. Come on. Oh, it doesn't want to give us a red duck today. Maybe if I restart to change the odds. Hey, first try. So yeah, as you can see, it is flying much faster than the other ducks. So that's all good. That's all good. Okay, sweet. Well, looks like we've done some progress today. Very messy. I really need to get that cleaned up. Use a bunch of wormholes to make it a bit more friendly to view, and all the animals, definitely ducks or geese. It says Goose, but they have the mullet duck colors. I have no idea. Probably gonna be ducks. I just like the word goose. It's a very funny word. I like saying goose, so I just went with goose. And also because I really wanted to do the you chose the goose reference for the last thumbnail. Alright, let's see here. I guess we have 20 more minutes. Let's go and make some scoring system, I guess. We could try it. So scoring, that's another thing that's dependent on the color of the ducks, and the amount of points you get actually changes between rounds. So we can try and do that. So the way I'm thinking is I'm gonna use a simple counter to keep track of the points, sorry, and then I'll multiply it by a specific number, another multiplier, which is gonna be dependent on the round, and that will give us the final score. So let's try to do that. I'm just gonna do a very simple system, so I need some more multiplication and some more mapping. So let's go fetch our hit detection. So that's gonna be determining our score, so I will first multiply it like so, and I will just multiply it by new maps. So this one is going to just be 1. So that's the score for the kind of regular duck. The blue ducks will give you twice the amount of points. So I will multiply by 2. And the red duck will give you thrice the amount of points. So we'll change range to 3, and that's going to be multiplying it by 3. and we can just send it into our counter node on, and I'm just gonna have another counter up on screen just to display our score. And so we have a blue duck that should give us 2 points, and it does. Red duck that should give us 3 points. Hey, and now we have another blue duck, so another 2 points. And the black duck just give us 1 point. So that's cool. And I guess now we need to multiply it again to get our final results. So multiplication, and we need more stuff on that. So the point system, it is following. Oh, it's actually not following the same range as the round system, which is interesting. So I guess I'll have to make another marker setup, I suppose. I'll just move it all the way over here for now. You make programming look so easy, says Trupa. Well, thanks. I hope you can at least learn something in those streams. If there's anything that needs to be explained, just let me know. I will try my best. So this goes from... This goes for 20 squares, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. So 20 squares. So this counts from 20, from 0 to 20. Or, well, rather 1 to 20. So, more bullseyes. So, here's how the scoring is implemented. So, rounds 1 to 5. So, the first 5 squares, that will multiply by 500. So, black ducks will be 500, blue will be 1000, and red will be 1500. So we'll have a map, and we'll turn 1 into 500, like so. There we go. And we'll just multiply it. Then round 6 to 10 will be multiplied by 800. So black ducks will be 800, blue ducks will be 1600, and then 2400 for red ducks. So we multiply by 800, and then from 11 onwards. So we'll just do... Oh, that's not what you want to do. I want to do that. There we go. That will multiply it by 1000. So black duck will be 1000, blue ducks will be 2000, and red ducks will be 3000. So we'll just drag it all the way over here, and we'll just... Sorry, you scared me when I stood on Mabnodon. I'm sorry. And we just send it to our score display. So now, as you can see, we are rewarded the correct amount of points, which is amazing. Nice. Oh. So this is working. Do I still have the... Yes, still have that. I'm just gonna press it a bunch of times just to increase the number of rounds. That way we can try out the... Oh, yeah. So as you can see, the number of points we get per duck is increasing, so our scores will get higher as we go. Oh, this is fast. And if I just increase a bunch more times... Whoa. Yeah, so it has awarded me 2,000 points. Oh dear. Oh, come on. Yeah. And as you can see, it's working just fine. So that's completely functional, which is awesome. Another thing we need to add possibly will be the bonus, because if you manage to hit all the ducks in the round, you get a kind of you get a score bonus, which will also change depending on the number of rounds. So it will be 1,000 for the first 10 rounds, 15,000 for rounds 11 to 15, 20,000 for rounds 16 to 20, and then 30,000 onwards. So that's something we can also implement, but I think I will do that in the next stream, because for now I think it's time to wrap up. We made a ton of progress. So just to recap, we've fixed the timings to make the game, well, to make the dog animations feel a bit better. I've added some graphics for the ducks. I've implemented the 3 colors of ducks, and they all have their respective speeds and scoring. I added the global speed counter to make the game ramp up in difficulty. We can keep track of how many hits we've had. We had a complete round system in place as well. So lots and lots of progress today. Really happy with how it's going along. And yeah, I'm super glad you could join me today for this stream. Hope you had a good time. Sorry I've been a bit slower than usual. Hopefully next time I will be a bit more alert. My brain cells will be a bit more active this time. Either way, hope you have a wonderful Sunday, and I will catch you all later. See you, everybody.